Recovery and Resilience Officer program helps flood-affected primary producers recover from the impacts of the 2021 to 2022 flooding and cyclone events in southern, central, southeast and western Queensland. Through the program, QFF and BMRG's Recovery and Resilience Officers supported farmers in developing flood management plans to build resilience and identify strategies to mitigate farm business risk. The program was delivered through strong collaboration between the Australian and Queensland governments, Queensland Farmers Federation and Burnett Mary Regional Group.
So we farm here at Glenelg Grove in the Lockie Valley with my wife Beck, our 4 children, and in partnership with my dad Alan. So late 2021, early 2022, they were wet years for us. In fact, record years as far as rainfall. We'd had a previous wet 12 months and our ground was saturated as it was. Obviously, as a dairy farm, our highest priority is our cows. We're really fortunate that we have some ridge.
So when it's all flooded down here, where do you move all your stock to?
So where we're standing, Jules, we're probably water's over our head, well and truly. So like I said, we're going to be really conscious when it is going to flood and make sure those animals are up on high ridge. So they've got probably about a 600 metre walk back up to the ridge where there's some feed pad, and we store all our feed anyway. And then we have some temporary water troughs. They're probably next in line to come up out of flood water.
So we're assuming these have been put in since the floods. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
They certainly have. So as a dairy farm, the first thing that we want to do is get our cows back in the farm. And to have good permanent fencing, that's obviously imperative. So I tacked these together, put the stay onto the posts, and we've concreted them in the ground. So Jules, silage is a great strategy for us. And silage obviously isn't a new thing, but it's somewhere where we can store a lot of feed without having to have infrastructure like sheds. So we estimate there's probably 4 or 5 years worth of silage here for us as a feed point of view. And it's a wonderful resource. It's often referred to as money in the bank, and that is exactly what it is for us. And prior to 2022, we didn't actually have a plan. Probably risk management, the strategies that we used for flooding was probably all in my head. When we actually put that plan down into the paper, and now it's something we can refer back to as a family, and we do, and sit down and go back through it in detail and make sure that it's right for our farm.